Hello Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. My name is Serenity and this is a general reading for Sagittarius. If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. Now, for a father figure or absent father, they may feel like their world is coming completely or some completion, or they could be traveling. They could be traveling towards a Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But for some of you, this will be time in about the next 3 months. Subconscious is going to be revealed here. A new emotional cycle here is going to be taking place. You're going to start seeing clearly. If you might even have air in your chart, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but they're going to start seeing something clearly in the next 3 months. Okay, it's going to be a divine aid because something's going to be coming to an end. Because when this queen speaks, she's not speaking because she doesn't know something. She's just going to speak to find out if you're going to tell the truth. Now, you've got the Eight of Cups, the first card that's coming out here. Okay? And above that is the true emotions. The Eight of Cups is about release. Okay? Someone needs to release what doesn't serve them anymore. And some of you could be walking away from people and things that no longer serve you. Okay? You're letting go. And some of you, it's because you're going to be receiving some bad news. Okay? Some of you were out of ideas. You was hasty. Okay? Some of you could have hastily rushed into a marriage. Okay? Some of you, it was a job. Some of you, it was a spiritual institution. But you're still telling you to be patient here. But somebody was wearing a mask in this relationship that was being false and manipulating the situation here. Sagittarius, okay? Some of you are very religious, okay, and very spiritual, okay? And you're listening to your intuition in this situation where somebody here could be put you in a third party, or you could have put somebody in a third party. Because this is going to be the spread of what you need to know, okay? It could be about you or the people you're dealing with. I'm seeing at the moment Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus here. Okay, so you'll know who you're dealing with. But some of you are going to be receiving some bad news, and it could even be regarding your marriage. Okay, for some of you right now, though, this walking away wasn't easy for you. Okay, for some of you it was very hard because it could have been somebody that you could even have had children with. For some of you, okay. Some of you, it could even have been a child that could be receiving some form of bad news, okay, with the Eight of Cups here showing up like this. Someone's definitely, it could even be yourself here, is emotionally unfulfilled, okay? But somebody here is in a situation right now where they're walking away. And that's the bad news. And some of you, it could even be a marriage. For some of you right now, though, with this showing up like this, it seems like you have been abandoned in the past, okay? The experience could have had some form of effect on you somehow in your life here, okay? For some of you right now, though, something could have been going on in the past that you wasn't kind of overly keen on, okay? For some of you, it could have even been a situation where that's fine. Somebody here got some bad news that's making them kind of want to walk away. It's kind of put them in a situation here now that they're not overly keen on repeating the same kind of experience that they've had in the past, okay? Because it seems like something keeps on repeating here. That's for somebody. Because for some of you right now, though, this Eight of Cups that's showing up like this, it appears as though your partnership might be coming to an end. The end has not properly happened for some of you, okay? Not happened yet. It could have already happened because this is the timeless reading. It could have taken place now, or is yet to come. Okay? But you feel as though you and your partner are heading that way. Okay? Because your intuition is alerting you here to the fact that the way your relationship has always been is starting to change forever for some of you. It seems like you have the inner strength, though, to move on from this relationship. But somebody's going to be received. If it's not you, then it's a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer that's walking away, and some of you are going to receive some bad news here. Okay? You have the inner strength to move on from this relationship if this is what you choose to do here. Okay? Sagittarius, because you might think that you cannot handle the pain of a separation. But do not worry. You're strong enough to survive this one, it seems like here, though. Alright? For some of you right now, though, you or your lover are kind of considering to move on from this relationship. If this is what you choose to do, because for some of you might think that you cannot handle the pain of the separation, or your partner might feel this way. Okay? There is a strong possibility, though, that one of you only stays because you do not want to hurt the other person's feelings. Okay? This could have been going on for a while, but being apart from each other right now will be less painful than being together, and especially if you've got children involved. Okay? For some of you right now, though, it seems like your lover or your potential lover is currently considering walking away from this relationship if it's not you, because they don't see the potential you see and feel as though you have no future together for some of you. Okay? Because it seems like your partner is not as into you as you are into them. Because it seems like your partnership is not worth the hassle, and that's how they may feel, or you may feel, or you both may feel like this, because it seems like you could be thinking about abandoning this relationship. Okay? And the only reason why you stay is because you don't want to hurt your partner or your lover or your potential lover. But deep down, you know this is not the relationship that you want here, Sagittarius. You're only with this person to fill a void, not because you love them. Okay? That's for somebody. Because it's like fire and water between you two here, because you're so different. Other people think that the two of you are not a good match. It's also possible that friends and family have never really got to know your partner, so they view them as tainted. That's for somebody here. It could even be somebody you was married to. But there seems to be a whole full world out there worth exploring for somebody, because one of you knows this, okay? And another wants to stay at home. So it seems like the allure of travel and exploration for one could end up pulling the two of you apart here. One wants to go, one wants to stay, one wants to be in a relationship, one wants to end it. That's how it seems to be between you. But it's okay to walk away from this relationship, even if it's only for a short time, while you get some breathing space here, fire signs. Oh, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign here, Sagittarius. Okay? But you need to spend a few days, weeks or months out into nature, just clearing your head here, because if your relationship is meant to be, the two of you will make your way back together here. Okay? That's for somebody. But the future of your relation does look bleak, especially with the page of Wands reversed like this. Okay? Some of you will be finding a new path. Okay? That's for somebody. For some of you, though, with this Eight of Cups here showing up here for you, it means that you'll be the one who walk away from your partner. Sagittarius, looks like it's going to be you. Okay? Eventually you're going to be tired of the relationship, and you're going to muster up enough strength needed to leave your lover for some of you. Because for some of you, you need to aim for a relationship with someone who likes to explore the world. Okay? That likes to travel. Somebody who's a goer or somebody who likes to explore, adventure, somebody that's going to get you stimulated, okay? Because life is too short, okay? You need an adventure, you need a change of scenery here. That's for somebody, because some of you need to avoid relationship with people who have a reputation, though, for abandoning their partners and families. You need to stay clear of deadbeats like that, because the true emotions here is that, whoa, somebody was dealing with a Jezebel. Somebody you had to walk away from, okay? The male could have a Jezebel spirit attached to them, or the woman was a Jezebel. Okay, Sagittarius, all right? This could be you, or somebody you're dealing with that you had to walk away from, okay? Or somebody had to walk away from you. But the strong possibility here that you truly never really been happy in this relationship. So therefore you secretly desire a love which you can easily walk away from before they can walk away from you here, fire signs. Again, fire. Listen to me good. Some of you could be definitely dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because it's really strongly trying to get in here, okay? For some of you, though, you fear your partner will leave you while you still have feelings for them, and then move on to bigger and better things, because it seems like you don't want them to upgrade. That's for somebody. Them doing this here, okay, or doing better than you would be your worst nightmare for somebody here, okay? But there are things in your life here, Sagittarius, okay, which you wish to achieve, okay, that you have not yet done. You've never even been alone for some of you, or had your own space, you know what I mean, to make your own decision and choices. Some of you've never even had that. But you need to do you desirous. You need to do you, but somebody, you need to ask yourself, do you desire a serious relationship? Or have you been led to believe that settling down is life's only option? Because some of you, I think some of you just may need some me time. That's for somebody, especially if you have to walk away from this Jezebel. You got the Four of Coins here, and that's reverse. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And again, the World. Somebody's finding it hard to complete this cycle and move on, okay? For some of you, somebody's here is very disappointed in the situation and it's very stagnant, okay? You need to reevaluate the situation here, okay? Somebody is going to need to release some materialistic way of thinking here. Because somebody could be holding on for that reason only. But there's been a burden. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Somebody's on the brink of collapse here. This is somebody here who's holding on and needs to release and let go and let God. So the first cards come out to you is a Jezebel that somebody needs to walk away from. And that could be some bad news, because this has definitely been a burden you're going to be putting down here. Okay, they could even have a Jezebel spirit attached to them if it's a male. Okay, but for some of you right now, with this 10 of Wands here showing up like this, it's also speaking to you regarding you carrying burden. There you are showing up here. Okay, something has definitely come to an end for somebody here. Okay, for some of you right now, you could have been dealing with a fellow fire sign. Okay, some of you was a water sign. For some of you, you may even have fire and water in your own chart here right now. But the 10 of Wands is also telling you that this could have been going on for 10 years or more for some of you, that you've been carrying this burden that you needed to put down. Okay, for some of you right now though, it could have been a situation where you put a lot of hard work into this situation and you didn't want to let it go so easily. Okay, for some of you though, it caused a lot of stress. Okay, this relationship. For some of you right now though, in the past, it seems like you had to work really hard for this relationship. Okay, it's even possible that this partnership has caused you a lot of stress. Things may have been good for a little while between years, but that soon evaporated. Okay, for some of you, it could have went downhill as a couple very quickly for some of you. If not, it's possible that one of you has previously experienced a stressful relationship with another person, and this kind of affects you currently right now. Okay. For some of you, though, there's nothing about this relationship which screams joy and playfulness. It's beginning to become a burden to you and requires much of your energy here. And for some of you, even if you're not a couple yet, you still have to try harder than you should, and this isn't a good sign for the future here. Especially if you're dealing with a Jezebel, or somebody's got a Jezebel spirit attached to them, because it seems like you're willing to put in the labor required to sustain the relationship in the past there for some of you, but it may be unnatural, okay? But you're going to fight to keep the romance alive for some of you, and probably because you could have a child with this person or children with this person, okay? For some of you, though, the relationship does require too much effort now, okay? And it always will in the future. For some of you, having a partnership with this person does not come as quickly as a relationship with someone new would, and that's what's taking place here, okay? For some of you, though, the relationship, your partner also views you kind of hard work. They see you as hard work too, okay? You see you as high maintenance, basically, okay? And nothing's ever good enough for you. And so they see. It seems like your complaining turns them off here, Sagittarius, okay? They feel up as you're complaining. They feel as though, or you could even feel as though your relationship with this person is requires a lot of work. So I keep hearing a lot of work with this Ten of Wands. It doesn't come naturally, okay? Other people think that your relationship is very one-sided. And if this isn't the case anyway, okay, people around you or your partner are scratching their heads because they're wondering now how you even find the time for the romance, considering how stressful other parts of your life are right now, because it seems like you've got a lot on right now here, Sagittarius, okay? There's a strong possibility that one of you has a stress-related health condition or which is affecting your stamina. Alternatively, though, it could be that either you or your partner suffers from chronic stress or anxiety and it's become a burden, okay? For some of you, though, it seems like you have to keep on trying if you want the relationship to work, and some of you have got to the point that you don't want to work at it anymore. You probably think you're pushing as hard as you can, but you're not, okay? But some of you, though, you need to make an effort, though, to be more loving and understanding of your partner or potential partner, and they will mirror your behavior back to you. But I'm hearing some of you saying, I am doing that, but they ain't mirroring back, okay? Well, I'm telling you now, then, this relationship is going to require a lot of hard work, both now and far into the future, okay? Especially if you're dealing with a Jezebel, okay? Because you think things are going to get better, they're not, okay? Also, if you're wanting to know if a potential partnership or romance with this person is going to be more burdensome than romantic here, Sagittarius. So pre-warned is pre-armed, I always say, okay? Some of you need to aim for a relationship that requires both of you and your partner to make an effort, okay? Perhaps you're accustomed to being kind of selfish. You need someone who makes you work for them, for some of you, okay? Because you might have got your way all the time with others, and now you need a challenge in the relationship. That's for somebody. Now, for some of you, though, you need to avoid relationships with what seem like the more trouble than they're worth, okay? You need to be realistic with yourself, because is this person too much drama? Then please walk the other way, okay? Do they come with a bigger baggage than you? Because at the end of the day, you'll be spending more time getting rid of their baggage, and you're never going to get round to yourself. Okay? But for some of you, though, you do wish that your partner or potential partner is wanting to move mountains for you. Okay? But that, they will do anything to make you happy. Everybody would really want that here, Sagittarius, but it's also hope that your relationships does require effort, because to you, this is a sign that it's working. You equate hard work with success for some of you, okay? Some of you, though, you feel that you're the only one who's doing all the pushing and fighting for the relationship, and while the other person doesn't care as much as you do, okay? For some of you, though, you don't realize that all that effort and level of that is required for some of you to make this relationship work is not average. Okay, you just know it's not average. This is, you know, something doesn't feel right. Because it seems like to maintain a romance with the person in question here, you will have to put in a lot of effort. And some of you have reached a point where you can't do it no more. Okay, Sagittarius, you've been patient. Okay, you could have been dealing with somebody who was a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, but this person was very might have been very responsible, or very protective, or very practical, but they seem to be more focused on the work than on the relationship for some of you. Some of you, somebody here could have been draining your energy here. Okay. But it seems like changes are coming in about 6 months for some of you. You're going to find your inner truth. You're going to go through a transformation. Remember, after every ending here, Sagittarius, is always a new beginning. Okay? So, somebody's at a point where they're putting down somebody who's got a Jezebel spirit attached to them, because in the past, somebody was being shady. Whoa. Definitely could have been you here, especially the females, male or female, I'm going to say here, because Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you got the Queen of Wands here, and she's reversed, okay? Some of you have too many irons in the fire, and you're coming across very, very temperamental for some of you, okay? Some of you could have been in a situation where you could have been dealing with a fellow fire sign. Some of you, it could have been a water sign, okay? But now it seems like for some of you, you're very pessimistic right now here, Sagittarius, okay? Especially with the Queen of Wands in reverse like this. This could even been a third party involved here, Sagittarius, because some of you was very shady in the past, okay? Some of you was not easily moved, you're very pessimistic, and you could have even come across very demanding as well, okay? But it seems like you were taking, for some of you here, taking back your power, okay? But the Queen of Wands can indicate as well to somebody here that who is very helpful and kind, okay? This could even be yourself here, but you've been a bit shady. I can't get that out of my head, okay? So you may be even you, or she may stand in for a woman in your life who's older than you, has hair in the lighter end of the spectrum for some of you. Some of you, it could be a mother figure who is considered to be very supportive and giving person, or a grandmother for some of you. But the Queen of Wands here, reversed or upright, represents fertility in all its forms here, okay? But in general though, the Queen of Wands reversed here, and at the bottom here, some of you could have been dealing with a Leo, okay? Strong fire sign. Some of you definitely could be dealing with another fire sign here, okay? Some of you, it's a Gemini. But some of you, there's definitely been some form of deception going on. I see Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Somebody's cowardly and being false and being pretending here. Someone's being sneaky. There's definitely been a betrayal. Someone's trying to get away with something here. Sagittarius, there's definitely been cheating, lying. Someone's wearing a mask, okay? Somebody had to choose between two, because to be happy here, somebody's going to have to make a choice, okay? This Queen of Wands here, like I was saying, so it could represent yourself. It was shady, okay, in the past. For some of you right now, though, There seems to be some kind of, or there may be shortly some kind of frustrating obstacle and delays that you still be up against here, okay? But it's important though to take some, or not to take this personally, okay? Because some of you could be taking things personally here, okay? It's important not to take also advice from somebody that's not stable, okay? That's for somebody as well here. If it's about your word though, you could be up against somebody here who's very jealous, very controlling, okay? But it's important not to take it personally, because just work through them at one moment at a time. I'm hearing for somebody here, because there may be an older light-headed woman in the workplace, or who's in position of hiring you, or if you're not looking for work, this person could be throwing up obstacles your way here. But don't get frustrated about it here, Sagittarius. Just show her the rational reasons why she needs to do things the way, or hire you if it's you going for a job. But do this and you could be more successful than you imagine here, okay? But if it's regarding your love life right now though, with regard to this, an older light-headed woman could be involved indirectly in your relationship and being very shady, okay? If she is your mother-in-law, you need to do your best to make her an ally here, Sagittarius, regardless how you feel about her, because if you're looking for love, you could well meet a very interesting potential partner through an older woman, okay? But let the woman in your life know if you're looking to meet someone new. That's for somebody, because they might have somebody in line for you here. But somebody was definitely being shady in the past, reason why somebody was walking away. Some of you, it's you here. And now at this moment in time, you're releasing, okay, limited kind of beliefs. You're using your mental strength. It's up to you now to take back your power. And like I said, somebody was taking back the power, but it was being very shady in the past and setting yourself free here, okay? I'm putting down this burden because for some of you, with the Fool card here, you was holding back. He was being very reckless, some of you, okay? He was lacking faith. He's being very foolish and impulsive. That's why some of you suddenly could have gave into some form of temptation in the past. But subconsciously, somebody's now under pressure to go into anxiety regarding some decision they made. Time's running out for them because you got the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Some of you may have water in your chart, okay? But it talks about emotional connected here. Being in the flow, deep feelings, empathic, intuitive, very psychic and very loving here. Somebody could be under pressure regarding a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, like subconsciously. Somebody here needs to heal, because somebody's lacking inspiration or faith here, okay? They could be coming across quite negative, okay? Some of you, they could be going through some form of despair or need healing right now. Yeah, you got the Two of Wands here reversed. Somebody needs to make some form of adjustment here, because somebody here, you need to define your purpose, okay? Because somebody's not getting their wish here. Somebody here is having some inner conflict here regarding the burden that they're carrying. They're being quite naive as well about being shady. Yeah, for some of you, this timing could take place a year or more, that you're going to need to tie up some loose ends and validate your feelings. Some of you might be hibernating in winter time, okay? But there is a lot of inner conflict you're going about this. You're taking a lot of burdens on. Whoa. Some of you, there's a pregnancy, DNA, and there's some fake news, okay? Somebody, like I said, could be getting some bad news and someone's going to walk away. It could be about a child that somebody was finding out and hearing. The daddy's not the daddy, but the daddy don't know. Fake DNA, okay? Somebody also could be faking their pregnancy as well. And Could be by in a year or more for some of you. For some of you, though, some of you are not learning from your past mistakes because you're ending up in a third-party situation here. Some of you might end up doing it alone. But for some of you right now, somebody feels like they're on hold. There's definitely some form of delays taking place. But it's time for you to align yourself up now here, Sagittarius, okay? Tell me about this fake pregnancy here, because someone's going through some inner conflict here. Could be a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, okay? But the reverse is King of Coins here. Somebody here is very materialistic, greedy, possessive, a bit of a miser, very disloyal, they're very jealous, they're stubborn, and they're very ungrounded, okay? That's the energy that's coming across here right now. That could be with a fake pregnancy. It's going to cause a tower moment. Definitely for somebody. It's going to be a shocking event that's going to take place here. So this person, this King of Coins here, could be going through some form of bankruptcy. There's going to be a sudden upheaval here. Somebody's going to feel like somebody's wiped out here and destroyed. Some of you, it's a divorce. Okay? Because for some of you, it could even be a separation because somebody is walking away. And it's yourself, King of Wands. Some of you are going to have a tower moment with Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus. Okay? For some of you, it was unpredictable. Okay? Some of you were lacking energy, experience, controlling yourself, or going through some financial, ruthless, boorish situation for some of you, okay? But it's going to be a tower moment between yourself and a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus over some pregnancy or who's the father here. Yeah, for some of you though, it could be in a few months. Someone's making long-term plans here, but somebody needs to express some form of gratitude, or it could be around harvest fall, but with the Wheel of Fortune behind this card, it's beyond your control, okay? It's a karmic lesson that some of you have to learn here. Yes, and there's also a King of Cups here, but for some of you, a cycle will be completing, okay? You're going to be turning a point here. Some of you will be ending one cycle to begin something new. Some of you could end up marrying a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, okay? Or you meet somebody who's very religious. But for some of you though, you could be partying with this person. And this could be in a few months' time for some of you. But for some of you, you need to use your intuition, because some of you could have blocked intuition here. There could be some misconception taking place or deception. Yeah, this could even be within a relationship or a marriage. Somebody could be stepping out or returning to somebody from the past. If this resonates with you, fire signs, please like, share, subscribe, because remember, at the bottom of the deck here, somebody's going to have some massive regret, and behind that, somebody's going to definitely be dealing with some crazy ex that obsessed and they won't let go, okay? This is going to be a separation when you're reflecting about this. It's from somebody you're going to be dealing with the ex, and it's going to be a tower moment between you both, okay? For some of you right now though, this tower moment that could be taking place for some of you right now with the earth sign, okay? Some of you had to go through this experience, okay, for a reason, and it seems like it's regarding who's the father basically, okay? Somebody wants to know who's the daddy, okay? But there's definitely going to be some form of life change taking place, bankruptcy, divorce, infidelity in love for some of you. But with the tower, death and illness are frequent with the tower events here, okay? Once all is lost in its way, you will need to work hard to rebuild your life here, especially for a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, okay? That could be going through this. For some of you right now though, the collapse that come from the tower, it appeared out of nowhere for some of you right now. Suddenly you find yourself watching as your universe crumbles to the ground. This destruction will not be something you expected here, okay? In some cases, though, the tower can represent rebellion and revolution here. Perhaps you will have to go through a time when your attitude and your actions will come as a shock to others. But in this case here, non-conformity, okay, should be warned against as a result of such approach. It will not be pretty between when you have to clash with this person. It's not going to be pretty. But it's uncommon though, but not heard of, for the tower to also symbolize a natural building that causes issues for some of you. For example, it could be house fires or floods that can occasionally be predicted with the tower. For some of you though, it can also predict time spent in prison though. Okay, especially if there's not seeing no legal cons yet, thank God. But the Eight of Swords is also telling you that somebody could be trapped and they could be in prison. Okay? Mental prison for some of you. Somebody could even be a mental institution. That's for somebody. Okay? But between this King of Pentacles and this fire sign, which represents yourself, some of you, this was a marriage. Oh, because I see the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands here. Because, like I said, some of you could be seeing a fellow fire sign. Okay? For some of you, though, although the tower is up there with it's one of the worst cards you can pull, there's always hope for a better tomorrow. Okay? For some of you right now, it can mean once the storm passes, you will rebuild your life into something stronger. Some of you right now, you're going to be taking no shit. Attitude will work in your favor, okay? You won't be surprised that way again, okay? That's for some of you. But when it pops up, though, in this, like, for a love reading like this, it can represent two things: the end of your relationship or the death of your partner. There's also a possibility that your partner will spend some time in jail. But this is not as likely as death or divorce for some of you, because for some of you right now, there could even be, wow, that is, somebody could end up in jail. There could be some really bad reaction when somebody finds out they're not the daddy, okay? Because obviously, the tower marks the conclusion of an important relationship, and this ending will be unexpected and painful, because the tower predicts that you won't be the one to walk away. Instead, your partner will leave you without giving a reason here why. And one day, they'll be here, and the next, they'll be gone. Okay, that's for someone. Because the tower can symbolize the ultimate death of your partner. And my condolences for those who are going through this. But this will not happen after a long, drawn-out illness. Okay? It will be something that takes you by surprise. It could be that the person wasn't ill, so it was like, gosh, I'm surprised this person's dead, because wasn't even ill. There was no sign when you looked at him to look healthy. Okay? But for some of you, though, it will be something that takes you by surprise. And if your partner doesn't die, the tower can represent the death of someone close to you both, usually another relative. And my condolences for those who are going through this. Okay? For some of you, though, have you separated from your lover? Or are you curious to know if there's a chance of reconciliation? Unfortunately, with this tower, it means that your ex will not be back. Okay? If they do return, that reunion will not be a long term, it'll be short lived. Either way, this relationship has no future. Okay? That's for somebody. If this resonates with you, Sagittarius, please like, share, subscribe, okay? For some of you, though, it could also indicate the person you are interested in, okay, will never have romantic feelings for you. And you should move on and find someone who will bend over backwards to worship you, because for some of you right now, you're going through too much pressure, and somebody was being shady. Could have been yourself in the past, so you're putting yourself through this, through a marriage here that is over for some of you, okay? For some of you right now, though, it does predict the future of this matter here is going to be a disaster for somebody here. By the time this situation, your life, by the time this situation, your life is not going to be the same. That's for somebody. Okay, and this could be in a few months for somebody here. So let's see, let's move on from that energy. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see what other message here for. Let's see what hidden's in this future here, because for some of you, if something come to an end, you had to put this down. It wasn't going to be going nowhere for some of you. Okay. For some of you right now, though, it could even have been a business. Okay. Or career. Could be symbolizing some form of failure in that too. In this case, your company or your company you work for will be demolished seemingly out of nowhere for some of you if it's regarding your job. But this seems to be about some pregnancy. Okay? Someone's going to be setting the record straight after they put down this burden of why they could have walked away from a Jezebel. Because in the past, somebody was shady. They was watching shit go down here. And you could even enjoy the gossip. It could even be yourself here. Okay? That was, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius just watching shit going down. Because subconsciously, you knew it was toxic. Okay? For some of you right now, you knew the situation was toxic. Okay? That's why he was under so much pressure and suffering with anxiety and this making a decision. Some of you definitely knew time was running out here, and especially if you're concerned the pregnancy between two and you didn't know who the father was, because somebody definitely betrayal. There was definitely deceit here. Somebody did backstab and there was a traitor and you're not to be trusted, and it's falling on you here, the King of Wands. Okay? There's going to be a tower moment between you and somebody else here regarding the pregnancy. But somebody is keeping a promise here. Yeah, it's going to be a bank failure because there was a love story once upon a time here. But somebody here needs to have put in some sexual protection, but they didn't, because now somebody here could be pregnant. That's for somebody, and somebody got some massive regret regarding this. Remember that. Because Sagittarius, this Jezebel here who wants to set the record straight, that some of you could be walking away, or for some of you you're putting down this burden of being a Jezebel. Someone's saying, I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of the commitment and I didn't want to lose my freedom. That could be some of you feeling that way, or the person you was dealing with. But in the past there, it's showing that you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody was shady. You didn't put up with my shit. You crushed my big ass ego, but that made me respect you even more. Okay? So some of you subconsciously, you're going to be dealing with Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius. But some of you right now, though, you need to kind of reassess the situation and make some form of adjustment. Okay? Or define your purpose, because something's toxic here. Okay? Because for some of you, somebody's saying my finances are a mess. I've made a bad decision. I'm in the process of turning things around. But something is definitely toxic here. Because for some of you, it could even be in a marriage. Someone said I ghosted you because it was getting too intense. I don't let people in my life easily because I have trust issues. So for some of you, somebody felt betrayed. And if that could even be yourself, because you ghosted somebody here because it was getting too intense. Especially if you was juggling too. Because someone's saying I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right here. Okay, Sagittarius? Someone said they're going to put a ring on it when the time is right. What other message here for Sagittarius do they need to know? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you regarding this situation here. Because you're getting Jezebel, you're getting under pressure, and somebody's going to end up pregnant. Okay, and you don't know who the daddy is. And for some of you, you need to keep moving forward, even if you're not unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Just trust that you are walking the path you're meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. So some of you definitely had to walk away from a Jezebel spirit or somebody who's carrying that. And Spirit also wants to tell you, Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception, and that's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth here, Sagittarius, or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power, okay? Because at the bottom of the deck, you've got, what areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disruptive sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it's necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer here, okay? Some of you need to face your fear and do it anyway, okay? That's for somebody. So, any other message here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising? If this resonates with you, Sagittarius, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see. What the message here for Sagittarius? Yes, telling you to move on. Someone is unavailable here, Sagittarius. It's a waste of time. It is over. And it could be this Jezebel, okay? For some of you, though, in the past where you're being shady, it's time to take caution here. Find out more information and don't overwork yourself here, okay? Because somebody's enjoying some form of gossip here, because subconsciously, you know you was dealing with a narcissist, okay? Someone is too full of themselves here, okay? And they're very toxic. And somebody here could have faked a pregnancy or faked a child being somebody's here, because the outcome showing some of you are going to be getting ready to be wined and dined and getting back out there, because you're manifesting. You're telling the universe exactly what you want right now here, Sagittarius, because somebody could come to you with a confession. Someone has something to tell you something here, okay? And somebody here is still figuring out their sexuality right now, or figuring themselves out. But somebody is expecting here, though, Sagittarius. Pre-warned is pre-armed, because, yes, luck is going to be on your side. If this resonates with you, Sagittarius, please like, share, subscribe. But somebody is going to have some massive regret, and that could be the person who had a fake pregnancy. For some of you could end up fighting with somebody over who's the daddy here, okay? Somebody could have ghosted you because it was getting too intense. So some of you could have even been in a same-sex relationship for some of you. So let's see what other message here for Sagittarius did I need to know. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. But someone's going to be keeping a promise about putting a ring on it, though, for somebody here. So let's see. I'm going to see message of love, what they want to tell you here. What other message does Sagittarius need to know? The person wants to tell Sagittarius. Someone's got habits and they don't know if they'll ever change, okay? And that could be a Jezebel or somebody here who's got some sex addiction, because in the past there, it's about value. We have too many differences between you and this person, okay? It just wasn't on the same page. It wasn't meant to be. And this narcissist, it was a soul tie. I always feel connected to you, this narcissist is saying, okay? But this is somebody who's full of themselves if it's not you. Because the date night now, you've got chemistry. I've never felt a passion this intense, okay? But some of you, somebody could have got pregnant or will get pregnant. So it's about self-protection here, because something's going to be revealed. Somebody wants to tell you something here, and it could be regarding somebody got some unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss here with this person. Somebody does want to mend it off, to want to fix the connection. But for some of you right now, though, like I said, somebody could end up being pregnant, or somebody might have something to tell you. If this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Namaste.